but he really not, because I watched that 2-hour bullshit about how it's so maintained. It's not maintained because it's still out there. You know what people like me supposed to do? It's no antibiotic I could just give him. Like
Donald Trump really a hoe? Be honest with you.
Girl, what, Malcolm?
Donald Trump really a hoe? Be honest with you.
Facts.
Girl, I can't with the girl. You're not gonna play with my president. Okay, so listen, check it out. So okay, so
I know he don't care about his baby.
Apparently though, sister, the coronavirus doesn't care if you do have a strong immune system. So
but they tried to keep pushing this 98%. Like, I literally watched this dude talk for an hour and a half. They keep pushing the 98% survival rate. That 2% matters.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saying that, it just could be old people who have an effective immune system, not just old people have an effective immune system.
Don't mind in the comments say, can you ask the principal, can you stay home and you pick up his schoolwork and stuff and do some homeschooling?
No, because they saying it's not affecting Texas. If it's telling you that, it's not here because that's the narrative that he's spinning, I can't ask for special privileges. Like I said in my comment, it's not going to show, until they show evidence, then they're going to say, oh yeah, but then it's too late. You kind of see what I'm saying? We should be on offense and not defense of this shit. And him acting like, there's nothing to see here is bullshit. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right. So and you're in where you at? You said Denver, right?
I'm in Houston. I went to Denver on vacation that last time we was
on thing. Okay, I remember that. So let me find out where's Corona.
I mean, I moved to Houston for my son to receive a kidney, and thank God he did. That's why I'm not in my state. That's why I live here. But there's no way I could run it if he acting like it's no big deal, because it's a big deal. Like, dude.
So, baby, maybe you should say, fuck what the school talking about. If you know what I'm saying, you know, it becomes, the government can only do so much to protect us, and how you trust the government is, looking at who our president is.
Right. We got an orange man as the president. I know you're going, I ain't trying to block your shit. I'm just saying, this is me talking down, not him.
Right. So I'm looking at the coronavirus map right now. And so there listen, there is a case in New York. Oh my God, there is a case in Houston, sister. They lying to you. I'm looking at now. San Antonio, excuse me. There's one case in San Antonio. I apologize. So this is the actual up-to-date map for coronavirus. There's 81,000 cases. This is the map for the whole world. But listen, we're gonna zoom in on America and see what they talking about.
Right, we got some spots on there.
Yeah, it's overseas bad. Ooh, child. It's overseas bad. Well, over here, let's see what we got. Because this is actual factual what they talking about, child. Zooming too much. Let me see, child. How can I don't let me zoom in? Girl, wait a minute. All right, so no, they're not letting me zoom in. So in Texas, there's one case in San Antonio. This is actual fact. There's no case in Louisiana. There's no case in Atlanta. They're lying to you. Now, New York, Boston, there's one case. New York, all right. There was some type of cruise called Diamond Princess or whatever the case may be.
Right, I saw that. I saw that cruise that was stuck, and they had people on the cruise that could have had it or whatever, and they quarantined the boat.
They quarantined the boat because they don't know, but they're testing all 42 people on the boat to see what's going on before they even let them come ashore. The boat is still out overseas. They're not even showing. It's not overseas, but it's on seas. They drop them off food and stuff. They're not even letting them go. This is facts. So it's Boston, one case. San Antonio, one case. Tempe, Arizona, one case. San Diego, 2 cases. Los Angeles, 1 case. San Benito, California, 2 cases. 1 case in Sacramento County, 2 cases in Santa Clara. Humboldt County, 1 case. The city in Santa Clara, they're saying they're trying to test the whole city to make sure it is what it is. Seattle, 1 case. Wisconsin, 1 case. Chicago, 2 cases. So this country, that's what you have. So it's under 10 cases. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so under 15 cases, my apology. In this, right. But there's 1 in Texas in San Antonio. So, but listen, no step. This is what they're gonna do. I know This is the truth about what they're going to do. If they're saying these 10 people have it, they will take them 10 people and send them to Zimbabwe and not let them touch or talk to nobody who will quarantine them for real. So so don't get it twisted. They are going to try to stop the spread. They're not like China's just going to let it spread and stuff like that. They will stop everything from coming over there. They will stop everything from getting in this country, and they will quarantine the people in this country that have it. They have the power to do this and make it they have the power.
Right, right. But when I watch the news coverage, and then I watch these professionals, give their opinion, and he's basically like not sending anyone from America to go there to get any information. We do have this one person who is studying it, but like it's just one person. Like we're supposed to be in front of this kind of stuff because we're America, right? Like that's what makes us the strongest, the smartest, the reason everybody want to be here.
Capitalism makes us the strongest. But let me say something. What I know for a fact is this.
I'm waiting on my mug, love. Trust and believe I ordered 2, and y'all tripping on them ugly socks. I got my shaking socks. I got green and white. I'm waiting on my package right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. But go ahead, back to what you're saying. Go ahead.
Get your mug.
Get the mug, bitch. If not, then I gotta be talking about no talking before coffee till I get my shaking mug.
That signature mug coming. Okay. So this is the facts about this though, from what I understand. I think that I just have to, the government can only do so much. You still have to take your due diligence. So I think it's important to keep your hand sanitizer, keep them little. I'm gonna go give me some today. Some of them little Lysols. They got the new little Lysols. This little small.
You know what? Shaky sanitizer. Get on it. Because right now it could really go crazy. Because I would be ordering them just to be petty, dropping it on live. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I would do it.
Drop
so shaky sanitizer.
Okay.
Because we need it.
Because they got corona, girl.
Yeah, right. The girls is passing it, girl. And I don't want it, girl. They're passing it.
Right. But I believe that the government is only on top of it as they can be. And when I say that is because we done had issues before. We done had the what they call that, the West Nile. We didn't have these deadly viruses. Why you left, sister? Where's you at? We done had. They say killing the minorities. I don't think so. So I don't know if the cases are the Chinese. They say he's a sanitizer, girl. The government lies. We beat Ebola. And it was a few things. So this is an issue. Don't get it twisted. And it's very serious. But you have to get the correct information. Don't rely on what you're cutting them say. Go see some extra stuff. But I think that if it's population control, does anybody know? So are we still trading with China? We are still trading with China because they're saying that it's not on the products. Let's look at this. So they're saying the U.S. has started drug treatment to treat it, though. This was from CNN. Let's listen to what he's talking about.
What do your parents do to keep you safe?
They made me wear the helmet. My parents put a nightlight in my room.
How's that
How
get
they
this?
hug me.
Come on, sis.
Yeah. Parents know it's important to keep their kids safe.
All right, CNN girl, you doing this ad, girl. I'm trying to see what's going on with Corona. You showing me the ad. I should have went to YouTube because I got YouTube Premium. There's not no, stop it, sister. There's 81,000 cases of it in the world. Most of those cases, China. 65,000 are in mainland China. 65,000 of those 80-some cases are in China. There's about 400 in Italy, 139 in Iran, a few cases in Iran, Iraq, and stuff like that. One in Egypt, one in Algeria, one in Spain, one in France, one in Belgium, 13 in but it's 65,000 in China. A couple in Australia. 1 case in the whole South America, and 2 cases in the whole Africa. That seems like the place to be, bitch. In the whole continent, there's 1 or 2 cases. All right, so let's see this.
Completely from spreading, but to slow it down. That was one of the objectives. But listen to how Dr. Redfield put it.
And this virus is probably with us beyond this season or beyond this year. And I think eventually the virus will find a foothold and we will get community-based transmission. And you can start to think of it in the sense like seasonal flu. The only difference is we don't understand this virus.
So look, Jake, describing it like seasonal flu, I think tells you what you need to know. I mean, Dr. Redfield's saying this is going to get a foothold in the United States. There will be community transmission. I mean, obviously that's concerning. But again, the policies and the procedures that have been put in place were to slow this down, not to prevent it. They've known that all along, Jake.
All right, and Sanjay, senators from both sides of the aisle today suggested that the amount of money that the Trump administration is requesting to combat this, to slow it down, is $2.5 billion. That's insufficient. What do you think, what do experts think is actually needed for a smart, robust, sufficient response to this virus?
Well, you know, one thing I'd just like to say, Jake, at the beginning, you know, because my friends in the public health world, this drives them crazy because there's been so many cuts that have been proposed to these various preparedness programs, including Office of Public Health Preparedness, hospital preparedness programs, cuts that were being suggested in the middle of a coronavirus outbreak. So just as a starting point, this 2.5 billion number, it's a little bit tough to say exactly how much is going to be necessary. They say about $1 billion towards vaccine, $1.5 billion towards other forms of preparedness. But I'll remind you that for the Ebola outbreak, which obviously the numbers weren't near what this is, the initial request was for $6 billion. H1N1, the flu pandemic of 2009, which may have more similarities to this, as you just heard from Dr. Redfield, the request was close to $8 billion. So there's a lot that goes into these numbers, and this may be the first phase of money that's being requested. I don't know. But as an initial starting point, it's a lot lower than what we've seen in recent history.
So they're saying, okay, so let's look at a couple of things that were said there. There was a CNN interview with a CDC person and the White House. So they're saying that now when they had the Ebola outbreak, it was affecting a lot more people than this is in America. And so the president asked Congress for $2.5 billion, but they're saying when they had, so the Ebola, they asked for more. But they're saying for H1N1, they asked for $8 billion. And they're saying, so the downplaying of this might be scary. Like, bitch, you better tell Congress, bitch, we want 10. What the fuck? You better stop. They talking about, so they're saying that there was budget cuts made, girl, that may have went into this. Is that real news, sister? Let me look into it. Let's get into it. I don't know how much time we got left on this live, but I really want to get into that. So a Chinese, apparently, allegedly, they're saying, now look, sister, did you see this? I don't know if you saw this article. I can't even show it.
Well, it had just popped in. But see, that's what I'm talking about. I've been following this shit. And it's like he keep downplaying it. And it's like, why are you... We have our skin resistance. Okay.
Let me see if that's fake.
I believe that because we are so much stronger in every way. I believe this.
In all of Africa, there's only 2 in the whole, not the country, but the whole continent.
The continent of
There's
Africa.
only 2 cases. In Egypt are them Arab-looking Africans and Moroccans, and that's not Arab-looking Africans and Moroccans, and that's not the
lighter skin.
That's the lighter ones. That's South Zimbabwe, Kenyan African. They got no cases.
Now that science, that type of science, I believe. That type of science, I understand. Like I've been watching this shit, and it's like Donald Trump, why are you acting like this is not happening? Why are you saying, oh no, there's nothing to look at over here? My dude, if 98% out of, yeah, it sounds small, 2%, yeah, but 2% of billions of people, that's a big number. Like, dude.
That's fake news, sister.
Right.
So according to the thing, it says Chinese doctors confirm African blood genetic composition resist coronavirus as a super cure is fake news. It does not resist the new coronavirus. So, but this is what it is. Okay, so this is what's happened. This is where they're getting that from. Sanu is a young Cameroonian student that was in China and was infected with the coronavirus. He was released from the hospital because he was cured of the virus. So they're seeking a cure to treat the dreadful virus. The Chinese doctor confirmed Sanu stayed alive because his blood had genetic code was mainly found in genetic composition of sub-Saharan Africans, which made him 3 times stronger and resistant compared to that of whites. So this is what happened. This is all. We do not resist corona, and we can still die from corona.
Right.
So in a way, fake news and real news at the same time. They caught him early. He was in China, and just his antibodies were 3 times stronger, so they were able to reverse the effects. You still got you don't want to catch this. You still got the lifestyle, everything.
Right.
Stop being around them bitches coughing. Don't think that's true. And you got to catch it early.
Right.
It's not that we're not immune to it.
Right.
Don't think that's true. They're
Right.
only saying in this case, this student